I read this study a few years ago that permanently changed how I take photos, especially of my kids. It's called the photo impairment effect. Hi, my name is Debbie. I am a digital psychologist and I help you use tech smarter. So, what they found was that people that take photos are less likely to remember the photo that they took. So, in this study, what they did is they had people walk around a museum, and some were given a camera, and others were just told to observe what they saw in the museum. And then at the end of the day, they asked participants to remember what they saw. And people in the photo taking group remembered significantly less than those who were just told to observe. So, much like my other video, I was talking about how when we take screenshots, it's often because we want the relief of, like, oh, I don't want to forget this. So, especially when we're taking photographs of loved ones or important events, the overwhelming belief is that I want to take a photo so I'd never forget this and I want to document it. The problem is actually that part of remembering something is to take in a lot of the details of the surroundings. But the second that you actually start taking the photo, our attention is now no longer on the actual event itself or the subject, it is on the viewfinder. And so you're actually paying attention to a screen rather than what you're trying to take a picture of. How do you actually stay in the moment while still documenting things that have happened? So, one of the ways that researchers have talked about is called mindful photo taking, where you might actually zoom in to actually force yourself to look at more of the details of an event or a person so that you are not just randomly taking photos, but you're being very deliberate. The other one that I actually employ is that I really try to stop before I take a picture. So, one of the things that I do is if I'm taking a video of something amazing happening, I might actually start recording and then look up, and then I'm not looking at the phone anymore. And so that way, there's not a screen that is between me and the actual event itself. So I'll make sure that is actually focused on what I want, but then afterwards I look up and I try to enjoy it as if I'm not taking a photo. The other thing that I do is before I take a photo, I might sort of look up, take in the scene, and pause so that I can commit it to memory as an experience, and then I try to take the photo. Part of it is not taking photos haphazardly. The other one is also trying to pull yourself out of the photo taking moment, either before or after or during, even to make sure that you're not so engrossed in the screen that you forget about the actual thing that you're documenting. So, hope that helps. Happy photo taking, and I'll see you in the next one.